My fellow Super Eagles fans, if you have ever wished Michael Kayode, to have switched his alliance to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Omo, I think at this point, you should just forget about that dream. Yes, if you have ever dreamed of seeing Michael Kayode featuring for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, I think at this juncture, it is safe to say that your dream is all but over. Because according to the report you are getting right now, Michael Kayode have made decision on the nationality he is to represent, and definitely it's not Nigeria. Few weeks ago, we got a report that some members of the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) are considering of having a direct meeting with Michael Kayode to convince him to switch alliance to the Nigerian national team after Super Eagles manager Eric actually approved that deal. But according to the reports we are getting today, Michael Kayode, has made a decision on the country he wants to play for, and it's not Nigeria. So, ladies and gentlemen, just sit back and relax as I'll be taking through everything Michael Kayode actually said about the country he is to represent. But before then, I would like to welcome you to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on time zone and where you're watching me from. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do that. But if you have done that already, thank you so much. Please do it to like, comment, and do not forget to turn on notification to enable you see when next post. Alright. So guys, just like I was saying, few weeks ago, we actually got a report that the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) are trying as much as possible to have a direct meeting with the Brentford defender Michael Kayode to try and see how they can convince him to switch his alliance to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And many of us, the Super Eagles fans, were actually happy to hear that news. But according to the report we are getting now, I don't think the dream of having Michael Kayode in the Super Eagles squad will not be actualized. According to the latest report, Kayode has revealed that he knows where his heart is, and in his words he said, "I will always give priority to Italy. Even at youth level, I grew up wearing the Azzurri shirt," Kayode told Tuttosport. "I hope to achieve this dream as soon as possible, but I have no doubt about which path to choose." Guys, these are the words of Brentford defender Michael Kayode on the nation to represent. And just like he said he has always given his priority to Italy. That is to say that right from onset, right from his youth level, he has never considered playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. That is what he's trying to say. So any attempt from the NFF now to convince him, to feature for the Super Eagles of Nigeria will not be fruitful. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are one of us, the Super Eagles fan, and you have ever wished, to see Michael Kayode featuring for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, at this point, I think that dream is as good as over, because from everything Kayode have said, there is no possibility of that happening except if the impossibility happen, except if the unexpected happen. Because if a player can actually come out to tell you that he has already given his priority to Italy, what more can you say? How more can you convince him to switch his alliance to the Nigerian national